Hi everyone, this is Shayna Hiller from Build Your Personal Yoga Business. And today I'd like to cover the topic of surrender and how it applies not only to yoga teachers, but also to yoga students, to building your personal yoga business. This is a question that I received from one of you listeners, so I'd like to cover this topic because I do think it's really important and subtle and magical. So in the first book of Yoga Sutras, Yoga Sutra 1.23, there is a term called Ishvara Pranidhana. Ishvara Pranidhana. Sanskrit is so beautiful. Ishvara Pranidhana, meaning that this is the highest form of yoga, is the yoga of surrender. Now I did a video a while back on how to teach Shavasana, right? How to teach the final relaxation. And so that definitely is applicable to this topic as well. When you're teaching yoga, how can you intelligently convey the importance of non-doing, the importance of surrender, not only during Shavasana, but while you're teaching, how is it that I can teach a warrior two in a strong vinyasa power yoga class, holding warrior two, and also sprinkling in teachings of Ishvara Pranidhana. So surrender is not just to be taught during Shavasana, but especially if you're teaching a more vigorous practice or a vinyasa or an Ashtanga-based practice, how can we add those elements in? And one of the easiest ways to do that is to encourage people to soften while they're in a strong pose. You know, yoga is about yoking, about bridging, the two energies, the masculine and the feminine, the stira and the sukham, the effort and the ease, so that we can come to a place of equilibrium and effortlessness. So when someone's in a pose, can they relax their shoulders? Can they soften their eyebrows, relax their tongue, slow down the breathing? So there's a state of meditation, let go, even in a challenging situation, which from my experience and in my humble opinion correlates to the yoga off the mat in real life. How can I navigate life's inevitable twists and turns and chaos with a state of surrender, trust, right? If I can do that in a strong pose, in a practice, in a physical asana practice, there's a more likely chance that with time, I'll be able to do that outside in my own life. Now, here's the cool part. As a yoga teacher, how can you practice Ishvara Pranidhana? There's this thing called do less, get more. Now, it is a little bit different than what we've been taught, especially when it comes to building your business or creating something that brings you anything in return, right? It's like, it's never enough. Keep on grinding, keep on working. More is better. That's what's been ingrained in our culture, in our heads, in our belief systems. And take it from me, somehow I have a lot of time to create free videos for you guys, and I've never had more financial abundance coming my way and more free time at the same time. It was not until very recently that I realized that I don't have to be hustling 24/7 in order to receive more for my energy. It's really more about being smart with your time first and letting go. Letting go not just of tasks and obligations or things that you're doing that aren't serving you or aren't contributing to your ultimate goals and intentions, but letting go up here of the notion that you need to do more in order to get more. And this is subtle. And it's not a ticket to just laziness and complete forgetfulness. It's like literally what we teach people, what I teach people when I teach yoga, is to create an intention, be aware of what your intention is, what your goal is for your business, for your life, for your practice, and then let it go. Do the practice. Be fully present in each moment of your life. Be fully immersed in the task at hand and trust. And trust that your intention is going to get met. I know this is so law of attraction but it's true, and I'm sharing this because it's true for me too. And it's like this interesting test and play with the universe where it's like, all right, what is my being desire right now? Not just what does my mind think I should be doing, but what is my being desire? And sometimes I'll go on a retreat, I'll go on a workshop, I'll be traveling and I'll get like sales, or I'll get opportunities, and I'll get an email from someone wanting to do an interview or wanting to collaborate or do a retreat, or it's very weird, but it's It's a balance. And I know that a lot of you guys work really hard, and the work is necessary, and just as necessary is surrender, is letting go of the work. So because I feel like the work piece is so emphasized in our culture and in business culture, yes, it's necessary, and I'll give you all those tools as well. But if you're not taking the time for surrender, for trust, for meditation, for prayer, for self-care, it is not complete. And that magic is not going to happen to the extent that it's possible for you. And you deserve all the magic in the world. So I hope that this inspires you as a yoga teacher to practice surrender, to teach surrender to your students, even in a challenging position, because it's possible. And why not? It's fun to just let go and trust. Subscribe if you haven't. If you have any questions, other topics you want me to cover, I cover all the topics that you guys want, so please feel free, ask. And if you haven't already, link below, grab our ebook. It's free for yoga teachers, the step-by-step guide to building your ideal life and to serving others with this magic of yoga. And also our brand new 3-part video series on how to run a yoga retreat. This is free as well. I think it can, I wish I had this when I started my career, so hopefully it'll support you on yours. I know it will if you do the work and if you trust in something beyond yourself. So I look forward to sharing more with you, and thank you so much for tuning in. See you soon. Namaste.